see the day.
Mine, all mine.
You raised me up.
Welcome back to another Tom vs Dale episode. I'm Tom. You're not Dale. This is the Volvo Amazon.
It is.
We're going to talk about Raptor paint
And engine things later.
Oh, and engines. Sugar.
What?
I nearly said, but you can't say it. So.
And we're at DeutchTech.
Yes, the home of the Amazon. We are here. I'm actually here again because I came here last time on a Friday afternoon, Friday evening. We had pizza, we did tea, and we Raptored the car.
Hi, I'm Mike, come here to help Tom and Meguiars out today doing some prep work and applying the Raptor protective coating. Just feathering out the welds, welder fabrication's been done, just edging the paint back, get a nice smooth transition between the paint and the new steel. Going to blow it all down, clean it all off in a bit, and then start cleaning it up, mask it, and then get ready for some primer. Get some epoxy primer on there and then go over with the Raptor. We're going to do Raptor smooth in the engine bay. So we're going to thin it down about 10-15%, put it through a gravity feed gun rather than a stone chip gun, and get a nice smoother black finish in the engine bay, and then do conventional finish underneath, heavy texture for maximum protection. So what we've done here essentially, we've just sanded it back with an 80-180, and we've done the same underneath, all down the transmission tunnel, and all the new fabrication areas, essentially done the same as what you see here. So this is the primer before the undersill. So the actual undersill is going to go over this. So this is a 2-pack primer, so it's direct to metal. So that's going to give us a good intercoat adhesion for the Raptor over the top, because you can't Raptor over bare metal. And we've got a lot of bare metal on there. So we just put a primer on first, let that flash off, and then go over it with the Raptor for protection.
So the original plan was we've now unmasked in here. Obviously you can see we're actually just going to go up to the subframe, but what we've done, because Reflex are going to be painting the bay when we do the full respray, we just basically blended up into it so that we can work back to this line here. We will be keeping it all across the bulkhead and into the tunnel, but now we left it a bit of a mess, so I'm guessing it was John. John's done all the hard work of getting everything back in from where we fully stripped it out.
What was cool though, and I don't think we explained this on camera, but Phil basically built this, so it's 2 bolts either side or 4 bolts either side, and it just all drops out in one?
Yeah, so in total there's 6 bolts to bring everything out. So there's the shock mounts onto the chassis, and 4 bolts holding the subframe in, and the air links, and the whole front end drops out.
It's incredibly easy to work on.
Yeah, so you'll see in some of the footage that we've got the whole rear axle out and the whole front axle out. There's not many cars that you'll be able to do that in. Appreciate obviously the engine came out too, but in theory, I'm plumbing the engine as well, but it was also part and parcel of Phil's forward thinking and planning, just like everything that he's done into this build. So yeah, cool. Let's get it up in the air and we can talk through them bits. So underneath now actually looks mega. We'll get some line there. Obviously we've got the 240 axle, we'll paint that housing at some point, but now you can really see the complementary work of everything that Phil's done, all bolted up into the work that Gary did at GM Bodycraft. So the 4 links in now, The Raptor paint is all together. But most importantly, where we've got bare metal, all the tunnels now, I don't know what I tapped it for. It's a very dad thing to do, isn't it?
That's good, Dad.
That bit's all right.
Yeah.
That bit's all right. But again, I always come back to the front end. So where we raised the subframe, you've got the box sections in that were all bare. The top mounts, which you can't actually see, well, the mount, the strut mount. But all of the new, everything powder coated that Phil had done, all lovely. And then if you look back down the car, now the tunnel will be all Raptored. It's mega. So what we actually, the process that we did, we coated everything once that needed it, all the bare metal after the primer. Then everything twice, but what we've actually done is all the original, so you can see some of the original texture on here, that's the original underseal. So some of this has had almost like 3 coats of underseal on it.
But there's no point trying to take that off, isn't there?
Well, and there's no point taking it off, it's doing a blooming good job. When we were undoing the front originally, you and I remember taking, 8-9 mil of undercoat off some of the bolts just to get it. Yeah, that's mega. We've still got a couple of things, so we've wrapped it all the way. We had some left, so we've done up to bits. Obviously, you look up here, you can still see into the boot. We're not quite sure what we're going to do with the boot floor yet. What we're probably going to do, there's some problems to solve. So petrol tanks here, which is the boot floor essentially. So we either carbon sheet the floor, single sheet the floor, put a fuel cell in the boot, which raises this up to give us more clearance. Not that it's in the way, but I say again, I'm planning on dragging it down the floor. I don't really want the fuel tank hanging out the back, so maybe that's a sensible option. Some decisions to be made on that. Need to get the prop shaft ordered.
What else are we doing today? So, well, first of all, awesome.
Sorry.
Thank you, Raptor.
Thank you, Raptor. And also, all of the masking tape and everything from 3M Mothership, so thank you to them for supplying all that. Mike for coming out. Obviously, Raptor supplied all of the equipment, but Mike gave up his time, so Friday evening. So thanks to Mike for doing that. Huge support, because quite frankly, when I said, well, I'll do it, he
winced.
He winced, yeah. And DeutchTech for letting us use the ramp. But we are at DeutchTech. And John is over there with the engine on the ramp. Wait, you didn't look. John's over there.
Yeah,
in the corner.
Hi.
And the engine's on the ramp. So I actually don't know, because you basically planned this meeting without me.
I did. John's taking engine apart today.
Basically, I got told that you were coming here to film me with a spanner in my hand.
Yeah.
Nice. How's he going to get me in his hand?
Good joke.
It's a good joke. Yeah. he recycled my joke.
Yeah, he didn't get it. Right, well, let's go take the engine apart.
John!
Sorry.
It's opportunity to call him, better answer it.
To the turbo?
What's that, mate? Oil feed to the turbo?
I really... Tom just asked me what this was.
It's the dipstick, mate.
Yeah. What was your original thoughts on
Oil
this?
feed to the turbo is what you said.
Oil feed to the turbo.
Prove it. All you do is tee me up to look like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, which side's exhaust?
That side.
No!
Oh no, that side.
Do you know what we could do?
18 music. I was going to say it.
Do it.
18 music?
Hey Hannibal, you make this sucker shut up.
So this is the camshaft. It is a single cam. Everything looks okay. There's a bit of turkey on there, but we can clean that up. Originally the distributor used to be bolted on the back here, but we are going with a coil pack because we're running a standalone management system. Other than that, the head's pretty much ready to come off, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
Which is nice.
Out of curiosity, just because I'm a
That trick.
Yeah. When people upgrade their cams, like when people say I'm going to do cams in the car,
Yes.
what does that essentially do?
So you get high lift. So the duration that your valves are open, they open for longer, and that's the idea.
This you said was
This is a cam lobe.
That
pushes
spins
down onto this bucket, which is a hydraulic lifter.
Yeah.
Which then pushes down onto the valve, which is on a spring, which pushes it down. Obviously, as it comes back, the force of the spring shuts it.
Fine.
Okay.
Awesome. What's that?
So, that's it. It's a camshaft.
No, that bit in particular.
Oh, I don't know that bit. That's the flux capacitor.
Oh.
Thermostat has seen better days. That's something I didn't put down for. We need a thermostat. They're like at least £3. That's out of budget. underside.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Yeah, I'm turning the crank and it's gone tight. There should be no tight spots. It should run smooth. I should be able to just turn this by hand. There's nothing stopping me. Well, it shouldn't be going that tight. It's concerning me. It's just where it's been sat for a period of time, and it's just.
Yeah, we don't know how far. It was an eBay special. It looks the B230 engine.
That's a cool thing.
That's a cool. We are a brake cleaner. Johnny's brake cleaning.
Stop it!
Johnny's brake cleaning. I don't understand it because there's no brakes on there. I have this. And then I'm going to set about just basically just giving it a bit of a squidge down. Then we're going to paint it red because it's a red block. B230 FK red block.
Nice.
Get it painted red. Then we've ordered some parts. The head's going away tomorrow. I've got the cover to take away to be powder coated and machined, so it's going to be factory-ish looking, because then we've got shiny bits and turbos and things.
Nice.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest.
Obviously I'm cleaning up this side, Tom is doing this side. These are the core plugs in the side of the engine, and whilst cleaning them up I've noticed there's a little crack in this one, and if these do crack or fall out you leak water. So I'm going to replace them. So we're not going to worry at the minute because we're obviously painting it all, but I will remove them afterwards and then we'll put new shiny ones in, because they look a bit meh, don't they?
Yeah.
And painted red it won't look right. So.
What's that part called?
The core plug.
Core plug, okay.
Do you want to know what it's designed for? Now, make sure we double check this before it airs, okay?
No.
Okay.
You've
So
said it
they're
now.
designed, so these go in the waterways.
Yeah.
Now, let's say, for instance, you are living in Sweden, you don't have any coolant in it, any antifreeze, just solid water, it freezes. What happens to water when it freezes?
Yeah,
It expands.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Becomes
so,
ice.
Yeah. So when it expands, what's going to happen if it expands and these are not here? It's just a
it's got
solid
a block.
cast. There you go. So they're designed to push out. That
Very
is-
interesting.
There you go. And that is why engines have core plugs.
Dunzo. So what's the plan now with the engine? What's your next steps?
Okay, so obviously the cylinder head is going away. That's going to be pressure tested, skimmed, all of that sort of stuff. I need to strip the bottom end. We're going to put new bearing shells in there just for peace of mind.
Yep.
Basically a check over. Then I'll clean the block down, get all that nice.
Yep.
New head gasket, get the head on with new head bolts, and then start building it up. Obviously half the stuff I've taken off, apart from the water pump, isn't going back on because everything needs fabricating. Nothing is going to be in the same place. So then after that, this engine in, I'll get the clutch and flywheel on, we'll get the gearbox mounted up.
Clutch and flywheel are in the boot.
Correct. And then I'll get the engine in and start making it look pretty.
Thanks for watching. Concerted effort. Concerted effort.
Come on.
If you've liked the content, don't forget to like it. If you'd like to see the next episode where John puts the engine back together, maybe in the next episode where John puts it back together, don't forget to subscribe. Tap the notification bell, because then you'll get notified when a new video comes out. Then all you've got to do is share it. I'd very much appreciate that, and you should appreciate it, because that looks incredible. I've painted stuff and John's going to build stuff. Team DeutchTech.